say, just before we jump right in, just to let you guys know that we got the Tarrasque on sale, which is going to be 20% off at foolsgold.shop. This is just for May, and we have a very limited supply. We're not going to reprint these, so get it at foolsgold.shop. All right, let's get back to...
Previously on Fool's Gold Sands, you've entered the city of Zareen.
Nobody's turning into gold anymore, so that's great.
Let's just find Andromeda.
Then why don't we go talk to Lily? She's the one that cast the wish with me.
If you wish to speak with Gilded Lily, weapons, please. Safety for the queen.
Fine.
And sitting atop is a rotund, middle-aged woman who herself is gold.
Lily!
Rooster? So tell me, you are here to find Andromeda, and you are sure you don't need any assistance?
No, thank you, but I will decline your offer.
Dinner later tonight.
Yeah. Is Andromeda invited?
Yes, of course we can do that. You cast Locate Object, and indeed you get a ping.
He's underground.
Kore, with your nat 20, you slam it into the ground, and what was once invisible is now a very visible and battered imp. You would have noticed during the fight that one of them was trying to steal your mace. However, because you spotted it, you thwarted that attempt. As you reach the bottom of the staircase, you're now in a 8-foot-high chamber. And just lining this place are opened caskets. And you can see through the flickering lantern on the wall, casting a shadow seems to be a hunched over person eating something.
Rooster, I may need my hand back for a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to my glaive. I am examining that person so carefully for any signs of undeath.
Right now, all you see is the shadow until you turn the corner. Do you want to turn the corner?
Kore is like 50-50 split right now between being terrified and being able to push that terror down with like his combat instincts and training. But you can definitely see it in his eyes that he's like praying this is not a zombie.
Well, his knuckles are probably going white.
Oh yeah.
Turning around the corner, you see at first what looks like a gilded person. You see that gold. No clothes on this one. Just the gold ones, I guess.
The bits.
No bits! This is a T-rated campaign. What you do, however, also notice is that this gold that was covering them has cracked all over the place. It's less like a solid coating and more like just loose patches of it. They're not really interlocking or anywhere. What you see is this gilded person hunched over, currently eating about a cat-sized parrot.
George.
Not George, because it's not a gilded parrot. You can see feathers have been torn all over the place.
Maybe they're just really hungry.
And it's not looking like cutlery eating. This is like
munching, crunching, gross.
Just ripping this thing out raw.
You there.
They pause, but they don't turn to you yet.
Turn around.
There's another pause. They've currently got their back turned to you, and then they turn their head over their shoulder to look at you. And you can see that their face is almost entirely exposed and not covered in gold. If anything, looking at the gold, it seems like this thing had a hard impact at some point that shattered a lot of the gold around the head. And it's a zombie.
Ah! I attack immediately.
Do your attack. Do it.
Uh-oh. That's only a 7.
Okay. With a 7, you're so freaked out, you just kind of like whip your glaive out, you don't hit anywhere near them. And with that, they give you a bit of like snarl, it's like, and they come and charge at you.
Ah!
Initiatives.
Uh-oh. Well, it's not going to go good for me. I got a 3.
Rooster.
21.
This is very in character.
Rooster, you go first. So you see that this half-gold zombie is charging right at Kore and looking to take a bite out.
That's not going to happen. So he gets his blades out and he steps in front of Kore. And he's going to charge the thing and hit it.
Fuck yeah, do your attack.
Let's go. I'm going for the classic. The
Hit
ankles.
with sword.
The what?
Hit with sword.
Hit with sword. To the ankles.
Oh.
22 for the first hit. Second hit is 14.
So your second attack misses.
Okay.
Your first attack makes contact high-low.
Hi.
49 is low. So you hit and tong! You shake your blades as you just struck up against some solid gold and you didn't penetrate. This thing is covered in quite a bit of armor.
Yeah, that's didn't think that would be a problem, but it is a problem.
That's a high AC zombie.
And as you're awkwardly now stuck staring at its ankles, it's its turn.
Oh, hi.
And it wants a taste of you.
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit you?
Okay, so I never know when I can do this.
Okay.
So dodge gives me a 1+ AC to and a chosen opponent, and I can change the location. I don't know when I can do that.
Oh, you can do that, I believe, once per round. We can check it later, but for now, let's give you that +1 AC.
Thank you.
I mean, there's only one enemy right now.
That's what I
Exactly.
kind of
Who else
thought.
would you have picked?
So you get that +1 against this guy.
Okay, so with the +1, defender rules.
All right, so just barely, you duck out of the way as this thing is just looking to dig its claws into you. And Kore, it's your turn.
I mean, he's going to try to hit with the glaive. Oh, that's better. That is a 19 to hit it.
That'll definitely hit. High, low.
High.
44, low. You hit it with the glaive. Tink! Bounces off its
We
armor.
both have the same situation.
Oh, crap.
And with that, we're back to Rooster.
Okay. So it's a little bit harder to hit the thing, but that's fine. Hey, buddy. I guess that you're just really hungry right now, but I would really appreciate it if we could just, talk this out instead of having to, me stabbing you in the eye. Okay. I'm going to try to go for that fleshy part in his face.
Oh, okay. You're going to take a -2 to the attack because it's a small target, but you're going to bypass the percentage.
Okay. Come on, give me something.
16.
Defender rule.
No!
I'm sorry.
I have a second sword.
Wait. Actually, no, it's 15. Because technically it's a shield, but there's no shield in front of the face.
Okay.
So, yeah, you hit.
And the second one with the -2 is still 18.
Stab, stab. You land 2 hits. Deal your damage on its face.
Okay, on its face hole. So 9 points for the first hit. Ooh, and then 9 points for the second hit.
Ooh,
18,
okay.
18.
You deal
Or
major
18.
damage, and it just a bunch of juices come out of its face
Ew,
that are very
juicy.
rotten and gross.
Don't like
And
that gusher.
It's definitely like it's off balance. Like it reels back a little bit. Like I'm trying to figure itself out, and it's going to figure itself out by trying to bite you. And it got a grand total of 14.
No, it does not hit.
Kore. Mm-hmm. This thing really wants to eat Rooster. Are you going to do something about it?
I'm absolutely going to do something about that. Am I able to telegraph where on its body I want to make a hit?
Yes, and the smaller the target, the more of a disadvantage I apply to it. So, for example, attacking the face, -2. Attacking something that's like an eye, -4.
What's the largest exposed part of its body?
The face with the -2.
Okay. I think he will just try to punch right into its skull.
Do it.
Only got an 11.
So you handedly miss that, and this thing just like, this dexterous zombie dodges out of the way.
Damn it.
Then with that, we're off to Rooster.
I'm gonna hit it in the face.
Hit it good.
-2. Oh, I do not.
First one misses.
First one slashies miss.
It's doing matrix dodges.
Oh, crit.
So with that second hit, don't even bother rolling your damage. What happens is you just like stab its face, and you stab clean through its skull. And it just goes limp, and now it's just hanging on your sword by its skull.
I wiggle it off.
Slorp.
Okay, well,
You okay?
I'm fine. Of course not looking at it.
Yeah. He just kind of he shuffles it into the water, I guess.
Gonna poison the water supply?
Okay, maybe not.
Well, we can do this. I like the consequences.
No. You know what he does? He shoves it into a coffin
Oh, sure.
and just closes the coffin.
Neatly put that away.
Yeah.
There you go. See? You don't have to look at it.
Yeah. All you see on the ground now is a half-eaten parrot.
Well, maybe he kind of also takes the parrot, puts it in a coffin, closes
You
it.
put it in like a parrot-sized coffin.
Oh.
It's a suitcase.
We only saw live parrots inside the palace.
Yeah.
So where did this zombie get a parrot?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it could have flown out or maybe it went into the palace. I mean, the palace probably is connected to here too, right? It wouldn't be that off if a parrot decided to go down. But wasn't Andromeda saying that there's an undead problem going on here?
Yes, which is exactly why we should find him immediately.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, onward, right?
Yes. Onward. Okay.
Hold my hand.
Kore thinks about it for a second. Do you You seem to feel better.
I'm a little bit more focused.
Then let's keep it that way. Keep doing well.
Okay, sure.
I'll keep my hands on my weapons.
All right. You don't want handhold?
No, I think weapons are more important right now.
Okay. I'm here to help and make sure they don't get near you. And you're really strong, so I know you'll be able to handle them too. And we'll work together. Okay?
Yes, I can get through this.
Yeah.
You can help. But don't be concerned for me.
Okay.
And make sure they do not bite you under any circumstances.
Got it.
Stay behind me.
You continue through the various tunnels that connect the fresh water to all of these different houses and wells and stuff. You probably come through a few more round well areas that gives you just a glimmer of the surface light and is otherwise rather dark underground, however lit with lanterns.
The brief moments of light are definitely appreciated.
A nice little respite. You head deeper in, and eventually it's kind of just like there's another tunnel. It's quite a logical grid layout under here, and it's all becoming a little samey.
At least this feels familiar to Kore. He's never been in these aqueducts before, but in his training, they sent him out into catacombs and tunnels like this, so at least it's like, well, he's kind of used to being in here with zombies. This is what he trained on.
And the further you go, the more caskets you find. Most of them opened.
Are there several different kinds of caskets here of different wealth?
Yes, and also all of these caskets are gold. However, you can still designate some like poor and wealth, just based on how decorated they were with gemstones and the like.
Kore's going to examine them a bit closer.
Of course.
He's looking at the caskets. On the gold sheen that is plating all of the caskets, can he tell that these were once buried? Because you can see the clumps of dirt that would have been coated over with gold.
Indeed, you can confidently say that they were not buried.
And I'm assuming the poor ones that would normally be made of wood is just golden wood.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So this is after Rooster did the wish with Lily.
You would even find something that maybe looks like something shedding at first, but you realize maybe those were bandages that have turned to gold and have been left behind, torn off a person.
My theory is that these were turned to gold after they were already buried. These people were dead, and then they were coated in gold, and then they came back to life somehow afterwards. But if they don't have any signs of being buried, then these caskets were never buried?
Who knows what their actual, traditions are?
Or maybe these people all died after they were all encased in gold. Although, wait, the bandages would imply that's not the case.
Eventually, you come to a door down here, which is actually quite unexpected because you haven't seen any of those here yet. A door that's already opened. It's ajar. 2 lanterns on either side, leading into a darkened room. Do you enter?
Andromeda should be in there, right?
If my sense of direction is correct, then yes, or maybe.
I mean, either way, we gotta go through the door.
You're right. We enter.
You enter a large golden chamber. While it is not taller than any of the other ones, it is certainly a bit grand. And this looks like some kind of elaborate crypt. There was some caskets here that were just stacked into little slits in the wall. However, there were other ones, almost like a sarcophagus, just like elaborate and beautiful. And once again, you can see that pretty much all of these have been opened. Examining some of these caskets in a corner is Andromeda, looking them over.
Master Andromeda!
Master Andromeda.
Ah, so you've made it.
I'm glad to see you're in good health.
What was the labored breathing?
He's running over to him.
And then he wants to see if he's real.
Run over to me like, boop!
So you sprint over to Andromeda and poke him?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
Oh my god. It's like you got away from Kore the 1 second he wasn't paying attention. He's like, where'd he go? Shit!
Yeah. Well, he is indeed real. And you can feel his cloak is quite warm as you poke it. And he just looks down at you bemused and is like, hello to you too.
Hi, you're real.
Yes, I'm quite real. Thank you. I am me.
Great. He turns and grins at Kore. And he points to Andromeda just like, we found him!
I heard you coming a few miles away. I assume you encountered an undead based on the pitch of that scream I heard.
It was a battle cry.
He gives you a disapproving nod, like that says, do not lie to me.
Oh, you were correct. There are undead here.
And I think we found where they came from, don't you think?
I suppose they buried all their dead underground in these mausoleums.
That's what it looks like. And then eventually they all turned to gold.
Well, I turned them to gold. Accidentally. Well, no. Lily intentionally.
Sorry. You were saying you turned these people here to gold?
Well, it seems like it. It's the whole town, right?
But he did not turn them in undead. That was certainly Cadus. And,
Well, you see something that's most peculiar with some of these. It's just strange, because some of these seem to have been moved after you did the initial thing.
What do you mean?
Well, some of them seem more recent. A few years ago. But I can't say for sure. It's quite strange to look at.
Like the caskets were covered in gold after I covered the city in gold?
Well, it is just a suspicion. We're here to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Have you made any progress?
Well, I mean, we came down here, we fought an undead guy.
we spoke to the queen.
And we spoke to you. Oh, yeah, that's true. Lily, she wants to invite you for dinner with us.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I can't decline, can I?
I thought it would be great. Have all of our friends meet together?
It has been a while since I've been invited to a, well, kind of royal surface dinner.
You could inquire with the queen about maybe when some of these caskets were built.
I'll leave that to you.
Yes, sir.
You don't need to be scared of Lily, though. She's nice.
I assure you he is not afraid.
Okay.
Kore is examining the caskets for any kinds of non-gold clothing, because that would imply that they were buried after everything was turned to gold.
There is no sign of that.
It seems to show it was buried before you turned everything to gold.
Perhaps. It's a bit of an unnerving place, isn't it, Kore?
It's familiar. I would not say unnerving.
Do you sense that strange sensation being in this place?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid you'll have to be a bit more clear, Master.
The lack of blood in this city.
A lack of blood?
I guess that's something you still need to learn to hone a little bit better, my boy.
I apologize.
What kind of blood? What do you mean?
Lack thereof.
Is that bad?
Yes.
Oh.
Blood isn't the light. Well, that's why we call it lifeblood. It's the lifeblood of everything.
But these people seem to be just fine without it.
And that's the question. If they're really fine, as they say they are. Because while Kore is still honing that skill, I am deeply connected to the blood of all living things.
Cool.
Blood is everything to demons. That's where we come from. It's what we live for. It's life, it's power, it's death.
Rooster, may I see your blades?
Okay. Sure.
Where he was stabbing the zombie, is there any kind of residue of, like, old blood or dried blood or anything?
Some dried blood. Old, rotten stuff.
Master, you say that there's no blood in this city?
Yes.
But the zombie we just killed had blood in it.
Well, if you look at it, it's old, rotten, mostly dried up. Real blood is what I'm talking about, boy. As he just, like, calmly cuts himself and shows you red blood flowing down his arm. Just this is the only blood that's real.
And even the living people above don't have it.
Perhaps we ought to capture one and cut them open.
Well, no.
Why not?
Well, because that's mean, and these people seem to be living just fine. They're living much better than they were when I left.
All right. Then he's kind of bemused again and turns to you, Rooster, and says, how will you find out what kind of blood these people have?
Well, I can ask Lily. She would know.
Is she one of the Gilded?
Well, she's the queen, yeah. She was the one who wanted the wish.
Well, then I suppose we can ask her over dinner.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That ought to be an interesting dinner.
Do you have any suspicions of the cause of this undeath, Master Andromeda? I suppose, at first I thought that Cadus was nothing to worry about, but this is the second town we found their influence.
Cadus is quickly growing to become a major concern.
Technically, it's the third.
Third?
Yeah, the Yetis.
Oh, you're right.
Like I said, major concern. And if this upstart is starting to experiment with undeath, then we need to strike it down where it stands, before it grows into a real problem.
I agree.
especially dealing with undeath. It is the most disgusting perversion of everything demons stand for. We do not do undeath. We do not deal with tainted blood or bloodless creatures.
But what if they're good?
There is no such thing. And he says that with intensity. Like, this is his most firm belief.
And he looks at him and he goes, I disagree.
It is the right to be foolish as a young one, but eventually you will learn the truth.
Nellie's just fine.
Who?
Rooster,
What?
you don't know what you're speaking about.
He frowns at you.
Core's giving you a glare. Show her some respect. Just stand back and listen. We're talking about something you aren't familiar with.
Okay, but I still disagree.
Andromeda turns to you, Rooster. With a bit more intensity this time. He's always a bit like jovial, like, but now he's a bit serious with you, and he says, let me explain something to you, Pink One, before it comes to really hurt you. This lesson is to protect you from that. Blood is the essence of life. Everything. The only thing that makes a creature alive and separates it from being some kind of unholy abomination that only brings misery and more death. Why do you think we value hearts so much? They are the center of this life cycle. Even creatures that are magical have magical blood flowing through them. The only things that don't are undead abominations. And they do not bring anything but pain and misery upon this world. That is what they were created to do. Creatures with tainted blood, or the lack of, also known as the bloodless, must be eradicated. Swiftly, as a mercy kill. And if you have encountered creatures that make you believe otherwise, you need to be very careful. Because some can be cunning. Most are just mindless creatures, but some can lead you down dangerous paths of delusion. Even you, as a genie, the most magical creature, has blood.
Yeah, I know that. I just know that where you and Kore come from, it's different. And I understand maybe there's some issues down there that put you in that mindset. But up here, death isn't the same way.
Foolish child, did you not see what that thing almost did to you? I heard it trying to attack you and bite you. It was clearly audible throughout this entire sewer.
Yeah, but when it pinches the bridge of his nose. I get what you're talking about, but I mean, people go through stages.
They are not people. There's nothing people about them anymore. They're monsters.
And I firmly disagree on that.
He stares at you.
There's a very tense, drawn-out moment of silence between the two of you. I imagine Kore is most uncomfortable. Listen, you're welcome to disagree. An opinion does not change facts. But I need you to listen to me very closely when I say this. If you have any intention of accompanying Kore on his holy mission for Aberth to deal with Cadus and whatever else is required, he needs to be able to count on you to have his back. And if that is not the case, then be gone. And if he cannot trust you, I don't want you anywhere near him.
Why did you let us fight the undead and then you just stood by?
It's just a simple undead. Nothing Kore can't handle.
Yeah, but you didn't help him. You talk about having his back, but why didn't you have his?
He did not need to help me.
Well, you needed help.
No. I had to fight it. That is my job. That is my duty. That is who I am as a demon, is I was made to beat those. As he has said, I am here to help stop Cadus. I did not require his help. He was right not to assist me.
I just don't understand this friendship. It's weird. If you're gonna have somebody's back, you have to help them. And you're not very helpful.
He's making sure I'm strong. And
You
if
are
I
strong. But strength also comes with numbers. And being together and helping each other. And I am loyal to Kore. I believe in Kore. I think he's the strongest one ever. Stronger than anything I've seen. His magic is off the charts. And I will be with him to help him with his mission. He needed help and I wanted to help him. And I'm going to continue helping him.
Good. Well, I'm glad that's settled then.
All right.
So, it is getting late. Do you suppose it's dinner time?
I think it probably is almost sundown, Master.
Why don't we go attend the lovely dinner? And let's be on our guards.
Yes, let's try not to say unnecessary things.
I'm not going to lie.
Silence isn't lying.
Let's just go.
As you guys leave, Kore, you're kind of ahead, and actually Andromeda kind of waves you ahead and says, give us a moment, please.
All right.
And Andromeda just kind of stays back with you for a bit, out of earshot of Kore. He kind of kneels down in front of you, because he is quite tall. He kneels down in front of you to get down to your height. He just stares deep into your soul. And after a moment, puts his hand on your shoulder and gives it a firm grip and says, despite everything, I am extremely grateful that you support Kore. You are more important to him than you realize. You have my gratitude.
Get a brief moment of hesitation with him as he kind of stares him down, but then you get back a smile.
Pat, pat. Gives you a pat on the shoulder. And he gets back up and starts heading out. And they catch up with you, Kore.
Kore is thoroughly on guard in case a stray zombie happens to cross his path.
Alas, everything is nice and chill now. But that daylight from up above is getting a little sparse, so you better exit these sewers quick.
All right.
You guys make your way out of the sewers.
Discreetly, I think Kore says, like, Master Andromeda, there is the matter of the sword to discuss.
Rooster's definitely listening to this.
Oh, of course. Right. The sword. He stops and just turns to you and says, did you acquire the fine blade?
For a moment.
For a moment. Did someone steal it?
He shakes his head.
Oh, you gave me quite a fright. Come on.
But
You know not to mess with me like that, boy.
no, I never would intend to. However, this is the current state it is in. And he, like, sheepishly presents the burlap, the bag with the dust in it.
What is this?
It is the sword.
That's dust, boy.
Yes, it crumbled into dust after I touched it. I was enveloped in a flame, and then the sword began to disintegrate. We gathered almost all of it, I'm quite sure. I think perhaps if you were to inspect it for magic or Aberth's power, you would see that I am not lying.
I mean, he looks at the crimson dust in there and... okay, this is not a joke, is it?
No. Kore looks like he could almost faint.
Yeah. Shakes his head a bit more in disbelief. Looks at you, Kore, with a big smile. Puts his hand on your shoulder and says, well, I'll make sure Elzak is there when you tell this to Aberth. That's going to be an interesting discussion. And he starts walking away. Most interesting. Oh, boy.
Like, Rooster probably sees Kore almost turn white.
Well, that went better than we thought. Right? Right?
It's fine. We're going. We're good. It's fine.
What's
It's
the
fine.
issue?
No, there's no issue. We're leaving. We're gonna go have dinner. We're going. We're gonna go move.
All right. Well, Aberth will just see how powerful you are. And he'll give you a big reward.
Like, when you say that, you just hear Andromeda in the distance, just like... mm-hmm.
Come on, let's go.
And you stiffly walk out of the sewers back to the surface.
Welcome to Coffee Time, where you only get Canadian coffee today, as there's only 2 of us. German is gone, so you got maple syrup now.
You get double dose of maple syrup.
Double dose of maple syrup, and there's some Timbits in there, so it's not soggy and gross. And enjoy. Here you go. So we read your personal messages that you have sent in at foolsgold.fun/sans, and thank you everybody who has paid for your personal messages.
This one is from Tony, And they say, "Hi, Sean. I hope you're still enjoying Fool's Gold Sands. I wanted to support the podcast and also thank you for being a great DM to our Outer Planes campaign. You amaze me at how adaptable you are at dealing with all of our different characters as we switch from one to the other randomly. It's been a blast. I look forward to more weird and wild adventures in the Outlands. P.S. Also, thanks for teaching me so much about Roll20. It's been great."
Ooh, Roll20 skills. I still haven't tapped into those.
No, we still use our paper.
It's all paper here. I'm not very tech savvy, and I've tried Roll20, and every time I just roll my dice in front of the camera. I'm like, see, there it is. Trust me.
I mean, I would never, even if I had Roll20 booted up, I would never give up like the tangible dice.
Yeah, I'm old school that way.
You gotta have them.
They look like candy, and I can't get away from it. All right, so this one is from David. "I want to wish my darling wife a wonderful 7th anniversary. You are my rock, and I wouldn't be where I am today without you. You're a wonderful person and a fair, generous DM. On a personal note, I'd like to know if you, at Fool's Gold Sands, would consider a Kore or Rooster plushie." And this is to Isabella from your husband, David. And they were hoping for May 12th. Getting close.
Ish.
We got close.
We got ish.
But yeah, for the Rooster and Kore plushie, I mean, we want to do that.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
We got to do that. So, but right now we're doing other plushies from the OG Fool's Gold. So we'll do that first and then go into...
Does that mean something's coming?
Absolutely.
Something's coming.
I gotta get it going. So, yeah, thank you for that message, David.
Right, next up is from Zoe. "Happy birthday, Gibson! To the best DM ever and a very great friend. We are happy to have you as a friend with your creative ideas and awesome storytelling. You are a wonderful person and we hope future, or technically past, you has had a happy birthday. From Creature, Gonk, and Abigail, your buds for as long as you'll have us."
I love Gonk.
Gonk is very good.
I'm calling out Gonk right now.
Yeah. Creature, Gonk, and Abigail, and also Zoe and Gibson.
Yeah, and they were hoping for May 4th. So happy birthday in the past.
Yeah, happy birthday in the past.
From May 4th, because it is not May 4th, but it was close. So, and our last message is from Withither.
Try again?
Yeah, okay. Withither.
I think it's Withril.
Withril. Wythryrl. There you go. And they say, "Hello. I've been invested in the channel since episode 10 of the original Fool's Gold animated series." Ooh, OG. "So many late nights when I should have been studying have been spent enjoying your content. How would Kore and Rooster respond to, is a hot dog a sandwich or is it a taco? Thank you for giving me something else to listen to in class." It is both.
It is food.
Yeah,
It is tasty.
it's a hot dog. That's what it is. Though I think maybe sandwich with I need Amelia, but she's not here right now.
Is a taco not a sandwich?
I think it is. We're gonna get skewered for that one.
Is sushi a sandwich?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're you're pretty close
I
there.
think I'm correct.
Yeah,
Yes, everything is a sandwich.
yeah. So, Rooster and Kore don't have their handler, Amelia, right now, so. Or Nelly.
Yeah, they're free running right now.
Yeah, they're free range.
free range rooster.
And free range cow.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you everybody for your personal messages. If you wish to purchase your own, you can go to foolsgold.fun/sands. And since Felix is gone, we are obviously going to be getting like 7 or 8 level ups.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also am waiting for my cool like sword
And a jetpack.
and
And a T-Rex.
we need to get one of those blinking dogs.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, a couple of those. So anyway, we put the list onto his DM notes.
Yep.
And we'll be awaiting for the next coffee for us to be given the gifts that we deserve.
Yep. And thank you to everybody who sent in a Sans or coffee time to help support the podcast.
Yeah. It's nice to see people enjoying the series.
Yeah.
So last note, we have the Tarrasque miniature, which is about as big as a tiny dog. It is on sale right now as 20% off. You can go to foolsgold.shop to purchase your very own Tarrasque. It is, as I'm not lying, it is huge, and you can put a leash on it, and you can bring it down the street, and people will notice you. So I suggest you buy it.
You will get put on watch lists.
You will get escorted out of stores.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get back to the episode.
You return the way you came, and as you walk up the staircase, there's a couple guards scratching their chins looking at the busted gate. And then you guys come out.
Hi.
Oh, halt. I mean, you're not allowed there. Why are you there?
It's because the door broke that we came in.
Did you break the door?
Kinda.
Can I just intimidate the guards just by looking at them?
He's had quite a day.
Yeah, like you know when you meet somebody on the street and she's like, "Wow, I am encountering you 5 minutes after some of the worst moment of your life." Energy.
Roll intimidate.
I want them to just fuck off.
I'll give you a hefty bonus to it.
Oh, I got pretty good. Dirty 20.
Oh, well, I mean, we had to replace it anyways. The other guy's like, yeah, totally overdue. We had to get rid of it. Yeah, move along. We're all good here. Well, okay, new gate. Yes. And you guys walk on by.
To the palace.
Da-da-da-da. You guys head towards the palace. You know the way by now.
Mm-hmm.
Head back up to its gilded steps through the gilded doors and the even more gilded hallway with 2 sets of doors.
With the gilded birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Squawk!
Oracle is back there to greet you as well.
Hello, strange bird.
Food.
No.
Pet.
Food.
Pet.
Food. Give. Gestures towards the bowl.
I'll go grab the bowl stuff and bring it back.
There you go.
Good. Good boy.
Good boy.
He just pats him on the head.
He wants to object, but he likes it. And off you guys go. Once again, you head back towards where that large pedestal is in the middle of this room. A servant, a very familiar servant, awaits at the bottom of the staircase. Pillows in hand. Weapons, please. I promise I will not touch your blades, sir. I have not touched the sir's blades either.
That's all right. I forgive you.
I must apologize. I just meant to help.
I understand. Stuff happens.
Thank you, sir.
Miscommunications happen all the time.
Thank you. Your forgiveness is most generous, sir.
I give you a brush.
I'm not undeserving.
No. Have it. It's fine.
Thank you.
He gives him one of the paintbrushes.
He works for the palace and you just give him some brush that you found off of a regular old guy street vendor. That'd be like if you went to go visit the Queen of England and you just gave her a brush that you bought at Staples.
Yeah. I was like, there you go.
For you.
Well, he nonetheless really appreciates the gesture and then takes it and puts your weapons gently down and then goes through the rest as well. And of course, Kore gets to you and asks for your weapons once again. Actually, he doesn't ask for them this time. He already has the 2 pillows prepared and he simply gestures to the pillows yet again.
Kore will oblige. But he'll keep one eye on Andromeda's reaction. See if he disapproves.
You can't read Andromeda's reaction because he's always just got that little smile going.
Yeah, you can never read his reaction.
Yeah, he's poker face, max level. However, even he takes a small dagger and gives it to the servant. It's not a dagger, actually. Sorry. He takes, I think they're called sai.
Scythes?
No?
Nope, sai.
Sai. Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
It's like a dagger with the 2...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a big fork.
Raphael uses sai.
Yeah. So he has just one of those and just places it down. And yes, you have seen him. That is his weapon. That's always what he's got carrying around. And up the stairs you go. And this time, the whole setting has changed up here. There is a long, beautiful gilded table in the middle with all sorts of elaborately woven tablecloths, candles, and just oodles of fruit and stuff piled onto the table. It's looking like a lavish feast is about to take place here. And of course, you see Gilded Lily on the end of the table on her throne, already expecting you guys.
Lily! Hi.
Rooster, hi! Welcome back.
Yeah, we brought Andromeda, like we said.
You found your friend. Wonderful. And Andromeda goes up and extends a courteous bow as well. And she says, come on, sit. We are just about to start.
Can I sit next to Lily?
Of course you can. You guys sit just like Lily at the head of the table, and it's just a long table with like seats on multiple sides. I guess it's an odd number. There's an extra chair. Tim is not invited.
Aw. Tim got rejected.
Tim botched the interview.
Yeah.
A small squadron of servants come out carrying elaborate trays and cloches with all sorts of food hidden underneath that is placed among the table, along with one servant that does stick out like a bit of like a sore thumb because they seem to be the one in charge of the rest. They're carrying the biggest plate, which contains let's have a roasted boar, let's say that on there. And they place it down in the middle of the table, and as they place it down, you can now actually get a better look at this person. And looking at you, Kore is an ashen gray Baphos demon.
Oh, I think he's stunned. He's never seen another Baphos demon on the surface.
And they are wearing what you would describe as formal demon clothes. Kind of something like Andromeda wears.
He's wearing a similar uniform to Andromeda?
Just in style, an overall style and cut.
But he isn't wearing anything that would tell Kore right away, like, oh, he's a cleric of Aberith. He's Aberith, a member of the church.
He would have had to wear an Eye of Aberith for that, and you would have seen that. He's not wearing that.
Okay.
So this is not a cleric of Aberith.
I think the expression from Kore right now is like stunned. It's like seeing an albino peacock or something.
Yeah.
He's just like,
I mean,
stunned.
Similar reaction from him. Like he looks at you, and it's just like a moment of shock, and then quickly adjusts himself, just like a polite smile, and turns around, and then simply, like arms behind his back, just stands beside Lily, awaiting orders. And she says, well, chop chop, it's time to eat. Dig in.
Is that one your brother?
No, don't.
Give me...
You're staring at him for so long.
Shh.
Give me wisdom saves.
Always a good start. So is it a will save or a wisdom save?
It's wisdom. Not a save, it's a wisdom check, yeah.
Oh, okay.
9.
11.
Okay, that's fine. Nothing. All right, so you guys dig into the food? I'm going to roll for how good it is.
Yeah, I want to know how good it is.
Put it for Trip Survivor. How is Lily's kitchen?
We must know.
90.
Whoa.
So 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
It's definitely on the high end. This is some tasty damn food you guys are having. The meat is just nice and juicy and seasoned well. They've got some amazing sauces that are made with like fruits and stuff in there.
Tangy and sweet and sour.
Yeah. And the best fucking potatoes you fucking had ever.
Oh.
No, this is an elaborate, delicious dish with multiple courses. Because Lily, she can eat. Lily can eat, so she's keeping these things
She's
coming.
a damn queen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She gotta eat.
Yeah. There's, honestly, throughout the evening, you guys are probably enjoying like a 10-course meal.
Fuck. Yes.
It is a feast.
Like, Kore cannot let himself enjoy this. If it was just him and Rooster, he would just be like shoving this down his face and just scarfing everything down happily. But with Andromeda probably sitting directly next to him, Kore is like, I mean, it's even hard for him to muster the appetite.
Probably with even like, as Andromeda's eating, he might like accidentally bump your elbow or something. You're probably flinching every time he does it.
The one time Kore like musters up the nerve to take a spoonful of something, Andromeda bumps his elbow, and then Kore's just like, oh, okay.
And then soon you feel a familiar hand on your shoulders from Andromeda. And he tells you, Kore, what? You need to eat, boy. Like, you need to be strong.
Yes, sir. He'll eat.
And he asks kind of quietly, like, what do you think of the like gestures at the Baphos demon?
I'm surprised to see one. From everything I've ever heard from people, they've never seen a Baphos demon on the surface. I thought I might have been the only one.
Yeah, you should have been.
What does that mean?
Well, it's the reason that not many of them around, and he's not one of ours. Let's keep an eye on that one.
Yes.
But anyways, Lily is in good spirits, and she keeps the food coming. And she asks, so what did you find? What did you find while you were exploring the city? How was it?
Well, we were gonna ask about it, Because it seems to be a bit of a problem down below.
A problem? What is the problem?
Well, it seems like there's some, very unruly people down there.
Unruly?
Yeah, one tried to bite us. We had to kill it.
She chokes on something.
Trying to kill us, but... So, okay, question. Do you have blood?
Kore once again has gotten to finally lift some food up to his face. And then you ask that and he just goes...
You just got the first bite in, you choke immediately.
It should be too much of a surprise. We did discuss that he was going to ask.
I know. But, Kore can never be ready for how blunt Rooster is.
Yeah.
And, it was all he could do just to hold on with Andromeda right here.
So, do you have any blood as well?
Yeah, do you have any blood?
That's... yes, of course.
Oh, well, there. That's fine.
It's the most unusual question.
No, it is kind of weird, I guess. But no, it seems like you got some, weird, undead problem going on underneath. There's,
Underneath? Oh, did you go under the city?
Well, yeah.
That's off limits.
Oh, sorry.
You were not supposed to go there.
I'm sorry. He looks a little sad about that.
I am disappointed.
Sorry. But no, we had to find our friend, Andromeda, and he was down there, so...
And he was under the city? Why were you under the city? Andromeda says, oh, just having a look around. I got lost. Lily doesn't look happy. Everything just kind of turned really sour, and she's just, kind of just picking at her plate right now.
Well, we solved the one thing, but it was just kind of weird, and I'm just wondering if your people are okay. If there's anything we can do to help.
Queen Lily, we likely have the same goal here. I imagine you do not want undead in your city, and neither do we. If you have any information about what's going on, I think it'd be good for you to tell us. We and the Treasure of Aberth can be allies to you in purging this scourge from your walls. I also think you would be interested to know that we discovered an undead eating a live parrot.
When you say that, she just puts her face in her hands, oh god.
Oh yeah.
She's having the worst day of her life right now.
Oh boy, me too.
We're just doing okay.
There's the chance the undead could be very close to they could be within your castle walls. You aren't safe from them.
She leans back and whispers with her head servant, the Baphos demon. You just hear some murmuring, and they're talking. It's a bit heated as whispering can get. We have everything under control. But thank you for your concern. I will make sure my soldiers will check the underground and check it thoroughly for those creatures.
Yeah. Well, great.
I don't think you do have it under control. You have trained these birds. You obviously prize them. I assume you care for them. And I assume your castle's fortified. Yet, either a bird got out, which I don't think you would have let happen, or an undead got in.
Oh, no. It's probably a bird merchant. I buy lots of birds. So maybe they lost one on the way.
Is that so?
No bird would escape this place. It is safe for them. And they have plenty of food and water, and they are not interested in the underground.
Well, maybe an undead took it and then pulled it in.
Listen, I would prefer if we drop this undead topic. It's uncomfortable.
I'd say that.
Why don't we focus on the food?
It's real good.
Yes.
Has there been any kind of movement in Andromeda? Or is he just stone-faced as always?
Andromeda does what he usually does. Listen intently. And he's very much letting you handle this.
I'm trying.
Well, I'm glad that you're gonna handle it, Lily. You wouldn't want other people getting scratched or bit.
Of course not.
Other parrots getting eaten.
No.
So?
None of that here.
Great.
Right.
Then, I guess, problem solved.
Good. I am relieved to hear that. Then, I assume tomorrow you shall be leaving?
I guess, I don't know. I guess it's up to... Kind of points to Kore.
We will leave as soon as we are sure that this place is safe.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
And how will you determine that?
I assume you would like all undead to be purged from the city. You would like it if there was none in here at all, correct?
Correct.
And you would hate it if any of your citizens found out that there were undead.
Right.
That would be terrible.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Well, you have 3 people here who already know that they're undead, not including my master. However, I volunteer that Rooster and I can search the underground for undead and make sure they are all gone. That way, no one else outside of us needs to learn that they're there. We can assure you they are gone. I am trained in eliminating undead. And then when we are done, we will leave, and you will have all the confidence that no one, not your citizens or your birds, will come to harm. This is one of those things. On the surface, I've heard you like it being better safe than sorry.
Thank you for the offer, but I must decline.
Oh.
I assure you our gods are very thorough when it comes to these things. I will make sure that my right hand, and she points to the Baphos demon, will handle the situation with utmost care.
Okay.
Very well.
So then where will you be going to next?
Well, we have to still, it's a little late to leave right now. So we'll probably have to stay, and then we'll leave the next day.
Cord, gives a glance to Rooster, and he says, almost with feigning surprise, he says, I assumed the queen might have lodgings here. Surely she would not send a cleric of Aberth away, not to a typical hotel on the street.
Ooh, I'd love to sleep over. We could do a sleepover.
A sleepover?
Yeah, it's when you go over to somebody's house and you sleep over. Well, you had me here before and I slept in that room. That was nice. I liked that room. It's probably covered in gold now, but it was nice when I was there.
If you have no lodgings for us,
No, she does. There's a huge amount in this place. There's so many rooms. I got lost a couple times. There's a lot of bathrooms. There was a great tub. It was great.
In that case, if she were to refuse, well, I suppose that's her prerogative, but
yeah.
I don't imagine Aberth would be pleased.
You can see, she is now actively, biting her nails, thinking about all this stuff. This dinner is not going the way she wanted it to. Once again, she turns to her right hand, and they mutter and say, all right, we will provide you lodgings for the night.
That's really nice
in
of
the
you.
palace.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank you. That was very kind of you.
You are most welcome. You are my honored guests, after all. So, yes, if we can please move on from this topic and just enjoy the food.
Oh, yeah.
At least dessert may save this evening from its dreadful mood.
Dessert, and I think also I would like to hear about some of your different kinds of birds.
Oh, well, let me tell you about those.
And maybe a tour of the plants. I see there's some plants there. I've never seen a plant like that before.
Of course, we will do that after dessert. And eventually dessert is served.
Smoke is coming out of Core's ears. He's never had to use his brain that hard before in his life.
Yeah, it's stinking up the room.
It smells like beef.
Burnt beef.
Burnt beef.
Yeah. Eventually, you get up and you guys go for a tour of the aviary. She shows you all around, explains all the dozens of different bird species you have in here. She likes parrots because they can talk, but otherwise she's got everything in here. Everything that can live in this kind of environment.
Is the Baphos demon staying in tow, or has he vanished?
The Baphos demon is standing adjacent to Lily now at all times.
Okay.
And they're staying silent. They're not speaking. And they have a fairly neutral expression. You can see that they're on guard to take whatever orders they need.
Can I talk to him? I'm gonna start talking to him.
Okay.
And he goes,
So let's say you two are kind of at the back of the pack.
Sure. Yeah, you and Lily are just going.
Yeah, she can talk to me. She can explain birds.
Yeah. So, do you have a brother? Because I saw somebody just like you.
He's right there.
Like him?
No, when we were underground. We were in a big church.
Mm-hmm.
And something he was a cleric of Cadus, I think. He was
You're
nice.
shitting me. Is it the exact same guy? Oh my god.
I picked that up right away.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no fucking way it's the exact same guy.
Yeah, no.
I just assumed you decided, let's go for a gray demon twice.
I'm not saying anything.
Damn.
He just was curious.
Yeah, it was weird. I thought it was a really cool guy. He was really nice, but then we had to fight him, which wasn't great.
I kind of feel bad about that. But I think he was okay at the end, which was good. He helped me with a prayer once. I had to do some slicing on my hands. That sucked. I guess my bicep.
Did you recite it right? Did you do it right?
Well, yeah. No, it was good. And I had like a long talk with with Cadus. It was pretty cool.
Really?
Does he get stern with you? Or what?
Well, now you're like, you've had a long talk, and now it's just like...
now you're getting
Now he's
jealous?
just saying, really?
Well, yeah. Though I had to kind of break it off with him.
What?
Well...
Oh my god. Please keep going.
Yeah, let's uncap this fucking jar. Well, you see, he was really nice and everything, and him and I, we talked for a bit, and he wanted to help me with like my magic and stuff, but Kore, and kind of gestures to Kore, didn't like him. So I just had to, I kind of had to tell him that I couldn't be friends with him because I'm friends with Kore, and I find that. It was sad, and I felt bad about it, because he was fine. I just think it was like, there was some miscommunication stuff going on. But overall, I think it was a good goodbye. But, yeah, I mean, now I'm with Kore, it's a little bit different, where it's like, well, Cadus, unfortunately, is more in the bad light.
They're not exclusive, right? You could be... Your Baphos demon is lower rank than a demon lord, right?
What do you mean? Well, I've known Kore longer. That's how it works.
You can have more than one friend, right?
Well, yeah, but Kore doesn't like Cadus, so I can't be friends with him because Kore already said he doesn't want me to be friends with him, so I'm not friends with him.
Oh, but Cadus is a better friend than Kore.
No, he looks offended when you say that.
I just wanted to say that, like, you guys are having like an extremely intense conversation. Like, this is like spy espionage levels of intensity. Rooster doesn't realize this Baphos demon is like dying inside about with like how much like his literal life work depends on this conversation.
Yeah.
And at the front of the pack, the queen is realizing slowly that Kore does not know what a bird is. Because he keeps asking weird questions like when its rear end opens, and the teeth are there. Are you not worried about when it sits on your hand that it might bite you?
She probably literally grabs a bird and just like shows you his butt and it's like, there's no teeth here.
Oh goodness.
It's the bits.
But yeah, like Kore like points at like a very vibrant flower and he's like, and what is that bird's name?
She's exasperated.
Yeah.
But she does keep trying.
Yeah, anyway, back to you guys.
Yeah.
So no, it couldn't really work out. I felt bad about it, especially since he like wanted to fix my wishes, but it's one of those things where I just have to figure it out myself, and it's fine. I mean,
right, seeking wisdom within you.
Yeah, totally. And I see you get it. And I'm having a good time with Kore. Kore and I are we're not just best friends. We're blood brothers. It's different.
Why is it different?
Well, you cut your hand and then you make a shake and then you're blood brothers. So we're linked.
Oh, so it's pretty serious.
Yeah. No, it's serious. Yeah, he's one of my serious best friends. Though I've known Lily longer. So though not, well, I don't know how long I knew her. Could be a month, could be a year, could be a week, could be a day. I don't know.
When you turned down Cadus.
Yeah.
You didn't explode?
No, I mean, you can see me. I'm fine.
Fortunate.
Okay. Do you know the guy?
Are you work pals?
Is
Yes,
it serious? Is he your ex?
Oh, it's not like that.
Oh, so you do know him?
Yes.
Oh.
There's many wisdoms to be learned.
Uh-huh. No, there's lots of wisdom all over the place.
God,
Nobody seems to be wise about a bunch of stuff.
God, this poor Baphos demon could be shitting diamonds right now. Let's try not to fuck this up.
Boy, Andromeda is probably right in between Kore and the Queen and this Baphos demon and Rooster, and if he could eavesdrop on two different conversations at the same time, he would be having an amazing day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the conversation kind of tails off unless the Bathos demon asks anything of Rooster.
Andromeda is doubling down on the confusion of what a bird is. He knows what a bird is, but it's just funnier to be like, no, he's right. That's obviously a bird.
Absolutely, because that's also Andromeda's humor, so he will just double down on the humor with you.
Yeah. Kore and Andromeda are both trying to convince the queen that no, actually, that statue of a baby spitting water is in fact a bird. By her definition. It has little wings. It's small. That's it. We got it. That's it.
Annoying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bathos demon asks you, Rooster, and says, so, what's the Abrith plan with you and Kore?
He kind of squints, kind of furrows his brow, and he says, well, I don't know if there's really a plan. We already did the plan, and now we're done, and now we're just kind of going about, and...
Oh, what was the plan? Do tell me.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. See, Rooster's... I can't see him not talking about it, if it's...
Uno reverse card, baby!
I know.
I mean, he's a chatterbox.
He is a chatterbox. And he does think of this guy as his friend.
The thing is also, Kore's not very good at keeping his trap shut about Abrith either. Because Kore just kind of likes to boast about it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Well, and I don't think Kore ever sat down Rooster and was like, you can't talk about blank. Like with the sword or something like that. Like, I didn't hear that. I don't remember that conversation.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah, I don't think we had any.
And even if he did, Rooster has Swiss cheese brain.
This is very true. So, yeah, Rooster just goes, well, the plan was really to just go get a weapon. But then we got the weapon, and then it just kind of turned to dust. So, it didn't really work out.
Do we have our weapons back after we laid them on the pillows?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, Kore's not having that realization.
What kind of weapon?
Like a big sword.
Crimson?
It was red. But it turned to dust.
That sounds like pretty important stuff. And you say that was the blade of Abrith.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Oh, just a hunch. No, that's, and you turned to dust?
Yeah, unfortunate. And now it's in a bag.
Oh, that must be so devastating.
Well, Kore was so mad, he was so sad about it. Like, he worked so hard to go
I
get it.
bet he was.
Yeah, and then it just kind of turned to dust.
What a shame.
But I think, the weapon, I don't think it's the most powerful thing. Because I know it's supposed to be by what Andromeda said and everything, and Kore too, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
No, me neither.
No, because Kore's more powerful. I mean, when I saw his magic was brighter than the swords. It was much more powerful.
You can just see magic?
Well, yeah, I'm a genie. It's just a thing, I guess.
Ah, well.
Well, not every genie can do it, but...
The Cadus weapons are way stronger anyways.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, what kind of weapons do they got?
Got a really fancy mace.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we do too. So then...
I'm giving Dingo the stink eye right now. I'm looking at you like, come on.
What else do you got?
Oh, just the mace is enough.
You only got a mace?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard Abrith's got a big old, well, he's really strong. He used to have...
My dad can be a beer dad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But, so then, are you a follower of Cadus? Because you said...
He pauses.
Because you said our weapon.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, that's... maybe. Just a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, it's got a lot of really good, wise teachings.
But the teachings you're getting told isn't like sacrificing a whole town or anything. Because we came to a couple of those. That kind of sucks.
Oh, no. It's more teachings like bringing a whole town back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Town back?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of froze.
Helping a whole town.
He froze his brow. Wait, did you help this town?
I didn't say that.
But you said wisdom and helping towns, and this town, when I left it, was completely covered in gold, and I mean, everybody kind of was stuck and didn't really do anything, and then when I came back, everything's all... I mean, Lily's talking, and everybody's hanging around, doing just fine. It's really great. So, did Cadus do that?
He looks around and just leans into you, Rooster, a little bit privately, and just says, absolutely.
Ah. How?
Well, there's a whole lot of people that were stuck here, and Cadus brought them back.
Oh, so you don't know how?
unstuck. Well, I mean, I know how, but I can't tell you everything.
Oh, okay. So it's like a secret thing.
You get it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
You can't tell this to anyone, though. Right.
well, I guess, but Kore doesn't like Cadis.
Well, then you definitely do not want to tell Kore or his mentor.
Well, he's my buddy, though.
Exactly. So you wouldn't want to upset him. He would be very mad. Listen, Cadis has this under control. Why don't you guys just have a lovely sleep and then leave in the morning?
I am glad the people have come back, and I'm glad Lily's back. So for that, I am thankful.
I'm glad to hear that. I mean, there's many things to be thankful for to Cadis. I just have to ask, I'm sorry. You don't recognize me?
Let me think. Is
Somewhere underground. Big, really cool castle.
You mean you're like, are you
Rish?
the twin brother of that guy?
No, I am that guy.
Oh, whoa, small world. How did you get here? Well, that's crazy.
Teleported.
Ah.
Was teleported.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Wow. Well, that was a bit. Okay.
You didn't recognize me, did you?
I recognized something, but I didn't know what.
All right. Well, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
I'm
bit.
glad to see you.
It's been a hot minute. You did try to kill Kore, though. I'm not really fond of that. Come on, that wasn't great.
I had to. He was stealing.
Yeah, but that's because of the whole Cadis misunderstanding.
Hey, I'm not doing anything now, right? We're fine. As the service people say, we are cool now.
I'm still hot, but yeah, you're right. We're cool.
Oh, this place is certainly warm.
Sure.
I mean, I'm glad you recognized me. I was worried for a second. But maybe don't tell your friend that. Eventually, you guys arrive at your quarters that are actually within the aviary.
Did we get our weapons back?
Not yet.
God damn it.
And it's just like a sleeping area on like a terrace that overlooks the aviary.
Cool.
It's actually like a really nice,
Like
nice
a
view
deck.
from here. Very like elven architecture for like the bedding and stuff like that. And luckily, the golden beds have been replaced with comfy ones.
Yeah, thank God.
And a very exasperated Lily says, "All right, that is enough about birds and plants and buttholes for today. Here is your quarters.
Wow, this is different.
Everything has been perfectly arranged, and I'm confident you'll find it most comfortable."
He walks over to Lily.
Yes, Rooster.
Thank you for having us.
She kind of like breathes, like releases some tension. She's like, "I'm glad you came. Thank you for being my guest, Rooster. You have changed my life for much the better."
He smiles.
Gives you a hug.
I give her a big hug
Oh,
back.
yeah. Good night.
Right.
Excuse me, will our weapons be returned to us?
Yes, of course. Good night.
Right now?
No, it's sleeping time. Good night. And Lily leaves.
Bye, Lily.
Is it like 3 beds? Like him, like
Yeah.
Rooster, Kore, and Andromeda?
Yes.
Cool. Sleep over with your boss.
Yeah.
That's not what Kore expected when he proposed this idea.
I'm gonna sit. So I'm expecting that this is kind of like
It's like a half moon situation, and then with like the other side being like the balcony.
Yeah, it's like a balcony and stuff like that. But does it have like bars that he can put his legs through and kind of just hold and
Sure.
dangle his feet over the side?
Yeah.
Because he's overlooking like this big, beautiful terrace. So it's just like
It is
seems
gorgeous.
like a
Is it like we're
relaxing
kind of in
area.
a birdcage sort of aesthetic?
Kind of.
Cool. He'll
Kore's
kind
so
of
tired.
yeah. Of course.
Ugh, that woman would not shut up about birds.
Did you learn something?
I learned more than I wanted to.
That's okay. She does love to talk, but she was always kind of like that.
Oh, there was also something. There was the reason why Kore prompted this entire thing. He was trying to keep an eye out for grates or drainage or things like ways that a bird could have. Like he's looking for ways to make channel into the underground.
The only thing you see in here is really that big source of water in the middle. That's like the pond with the fountain in it. That's really
Okay.
all you see.
All right. Well, dang.
Rich is probably going to just sit and dangle on the balcony because he's just enjoying that space. He does like the smell probably.
The chitter, the chirping of birds.
Yeah, and just kind of bird watching.
Kore is just kind of standing stiffly around. He's not sure if he has to be like at attention right now because Andromeda's here.
Andromeda is just sitting off to the side. There's like a table and chair, and he's just sitting there. And he tells you, Kore, why don't you join me for an evening prayer to our Lord Aberth?
I'd be happy to.
Have a seat.
He does.
Why don't you lead us?
Okay. Aberth, please bless us in our journey as we carry forward, following in your will and your might. May you protect us, and may we, through your eyes, see the path forward.
And Andromeda adds to that, and please do so swiftly to protect this child from its naivety, and finishes the prayer.
It's like, which child?
I don't know. I'm assuming me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andromeda could have practically winked at Kore when he said that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Kore, I must say, I hope you know what you're doing.
With Aberth to guide me, I will find my way.
I was impressed that you managed to keep your composure as well as you did in the presence of a cleric of Cadus.
I think now the brain cells have worked.
Oh, so you saw it too.
Kore says like, that was the same demon. That was the same one.
Yeah.
He's looking at Rooster. You can see different expressions flash on his face, one after the other. You see surprise, and then you see like this moment of like deep disappointment, and then after that anger, and then after that more anger.
Well, yeah, I was going to tell you, but you were going to do your prayer, and I know you were tired, so I thought when you get some sleep, I'll tell you in the morning.
Fuck. Shit. Damn it.
Language.
Kore just runs forward, and he is just gonna break through the. He's out of here. He's leaving.
Huh?
Where to? Like over the railing, through the door? What are you doing?
Railing.
You diving the story down?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. You dive down to the bushes, whatever.
Updraft.
Sure.
Kath.
Smooth landing.
Okay. He has to find that weapon.
Kore!
Oh, I don't think I have any more look at objects. I think that was too high a level of a spell.
Kore, what are you doing?
If that's the same demon, he's going to go for the mace.
Oh. Yeah, no, you're probably right. He gets up. I'll take the stairs.
It's just like, and you shit.
Yeah, he's just like, normally he would jump, but I think today he's just kind of like, I'm just gonna let Kore go off on his own.
Okay, here's the thing. I can't cast locate object again until I rest.
Beautiful. Well, and of course, soon after, you return to the throne area where nobody's there anymore.
Okay.
Everybody's gone to bed. There's just some guards left there. And on the ground, there's some weapons.
Is the mace still there?
Of course not.
Fuck! Damn it!
That
Shit!
was gone before you even finished dinner. That was gone 5 minutes after you sat down.
Crap.
Hey, thank you for listening to this episode of Fool's Gold Sands. If you like the show, you can check out our website, foolsgold.fun/sands, for a bunch of extra content there. We have cool stuff like concept art, comics for backstories, even some extra character art, and you can buy personal messages for coffee time to support the show. But that's all for this week, so I will see you next time. Bye!